So in the previous video, I was telling you guys how David's father would take his kids and family to a skating rink and make them work tirelessly, until midnight. But that wasn't all. The thumping music, in the skating rink almost made sleep impossible. Goggins regularly fell asleep during his class. He couldn't concentrate on his lessons. Goggins' father was very violent and aggressive in nature. So Goggins ended up witnessing his father beating his mother with a belt. When David intervened, during those instances, his father would beat up him too. Protecting, your mother, is a natural instinct for a child and vice versa. And so thankfully at the age of 8, both David and his mother escaped from their, tormentor. But this escape, wasn't going to be easy. They started a new life, free from his dad, but only to enter another period of hardships and struggles. They were suddenly dirt poor, and David's father refused to, support them. In the 3rd grade, and the traumatic effects of David's early years started to reflect or come up, when he was in just 3rd standard. David suffered a nervous stutter. His hair started to fall out. Patches of his skin, lost pigmentation and turned into a different color. Why would something like that happen to a child? So, but over a period of time, David realized that, as an adult, he realized that he was suffering from toxic stress. One side effect of toxic stress is its limiting effect on a child's memory. When suffering from this condition, even the most gifted children would struggle to remember something they have learned previously in school. In David's case, it meant that, he was labeled stupid by some of his teachers. Faced with the prospect of being kicked out from the school, David started doing the only prospect he could think of. He started cheating. He began cheating while doing his homework and some of the standardized tests. So what was the result? Well, he was allowed to stay in the school, but his education suffered terribly. He was a child, heading into his teenage years, and unknown to everybody else. David could actually barely read.